Hey everybody, Raven here, and today we're going to talk about silver and the reasons why the prices have skyrocketed. A lot of people don't understand or know, but silver has actually been in a 4 year run of having a deficit for industrial uses as well as collecting purposes. Now, silver is used in pretty much everything you touch that's electronic, and ladies and gentlemen, the uses for silver are phenomenal. Everything from medical purposes to collecting items, jewelry, electric vehicles, solar panels, nuclear stuff. The use of silver and the way it's used is just absolutely mind blowing when you really look at how diverse a metal this is. So, right now, the current price of silver is just a little over $63 an ounce. It's hit 64 a little bit, dropped back down, come back up. We've seen this trend in the last week or so. And, here's one of the reasons why. Industrial silver demand was 680.5 million ounces in 2024, and that has been a record high, but these records have been set every year for 4 years in a row, like I said. The main users of industrial silver are solar panels, electric vehicles, AI powered electronics, and then also what they call smart grid infrastructure, where you see solar farms, again, using solar panels and having such a huge demand. Silver mining and output isn't able to actually keep up with the current production, unfortunately, which is making silver prices go up because it's a basic law of economics. If your supply is low and your demand is high, the price is going to increase. Now, solar panels are one of the largest consumers of silver in the world, with each panel using about 15 to 20 grams of silver, which is zero point 0.6 to zero point 0.7 ounces. This means that hundreds of millions of ounces of silver are needed just for solar panels alone. When you see all of the huge solar farms that are popping up in different states, such as Oklahoma and Texas, um, it really shows why it's increasing, because these solar farms have tens of thousands of solar panels out there in fields collecting the solar rays, but using silver to make it happen. And that's just going to keep increasing the demand of silver. And really, there's no replacement metal for silver. So it's kind of a interesting dynamic that we're in the fact that silver has so many different uses that it's coming down to a point possibly in the future where you got to figure out, okay, do you want to use it for medical purposes more, or do we still need all this green energy and smart energy stuff going on? But it's pretty exciting. Electric vehicles use a huge amount of silver. According to the Silver Institute, each electric vehicle contains at least half an ounce to 1.6 ounces of silver, and in some instances, even more. I know that Toyota and Tesla are working on a vehicle that's going to use a lot of silver. And right now, it's 17 million electric vehicles were projected to be sold in the United States. I mean, sorry, globally. And, you know, Tesla uses the most silver in their vehicles. Now, you have to remember also that these vehicles use smart technology, things for your GPS, your computers, your cameras, all this stuff that's wrapped up into one vehicle. So it's pretty pretty interesting to see this dynamic unfold this way. Now, add all these factors and you have the perfect environment for silver to climb the way that it has and possibly stay at this high price point or even higher in the future. Again, mining is not meeting the demands. Supply and demand, like I said before, if your supply is low and your demand is high on any product, doesn't matter what it is, it could be toys, cookies, what have you. But in this case, it's silver. So, with silver demand being huge like it is, expect it to stay pretty high for a while. Silver is an essential material. There's no other metal that can replace what it does, from its microbacterial functions and medical uses to coinage, bullion, jewelry, art. There's so many different ways to use silver. Again, the green technology out there is making the supply, the demand of silver to skyrocket to unseen amounts that have just, like I said, 4 years in a row breaking records, and each year we've had a deficit. What would really need to happen is huge amounts of mining operations would have to come online, and that's not really happening in the foreseeable future. I've been doing a lot of research, and this is kind of something that where I want you guys to really understand what is triggering these prices. Some people say, "Oh, it's just manipulation. It's always controlled." Well, what I'm seeing is that this green energy and electronics, and especially things that are like AI, are using so much silver that it can't help but go up in price. Now, we're not even talking about the demand for bullion, the demand for jewelry, the demand for other things. In this video, literally the biggest demand is industrial. 680 plus million ounces per year. That's just unbelievable. I mean, you know, you try to put that in perspective, it's hard to fathom how much that really is, but it's a lot. Also, you have new innovations happening. Like Samsung's got a silver carbon composite battery that they are bringing out, and that's going to use a lot more silver, but it's going to be safer. The batteries are going to last longer. So, in the near future, I wouldn't be surprised if, like I said before, silver stays at a higher rate. Now, it might have a pullback here and there, which will be nice, but I'm kind of, for the first time, thinking that maybe these higher prices are where we're going to be at for a while. Like I said, unless things change, somehow they find a new way to manufacture, more mines, get things going, this may be it. I hope you enjoy this kind of video, ladies and gentlemen, and if you do, please make sure to hit the thumb up button there, the like, and comment down below if you have any questions, things you want to talk about or discuss. I'm always open. If you want to correspond, it's ravenhawkcoins@gmail.com, or P.O. Box is 721296, Norman, Oklahoma 73070. Like always, please make sure to take care of one another, and we'll see you real soon. Ravenhawk Coins, have a great day.